Hey Rich, Paul Heck here with Grassfire Digital Marketing, and I wanted to just show you this quick video on your website, some of the keywords I found for you, and just kind of what a strategy I would take going forward with your restoration site, and then maybe even some on the home building. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. So got your website pulled up here. You've got some pretty good imagery going on. You're really lacking a lot of content, and that's something that you would definitely want to, add on your site to just tell the story a little bit better, pick up some of these keywords so that, Google can find you guys. I did a search for like remodeling and Kalispell, and here's what pops up. So you've got the CRS renovations, reliable remodeling, Mission Mountain construction. That's popping up in this map section. Nobody's running Google Ads, it looks like, for any type of remodeling. And then you've got down in the organic section, you've got the CRS, this Lost Creek, Elm Construction, and you guys are not even on the first page. So that's what we want to try to get changed for you, and that's what I would really try to target. There's not a lot of search volume, and I'll kind of go into this in just a moment. I want to look at your website. So I drop it in this program called Ahrefs. You've got some backlink building coming on from somewhere. I didn't dig into where those are actually coming on. But what the problem is you're not getting picked up for any type of keywords under remodeling or remodeling near me or Kalispell remodeling or anything like that. Your website's also really weak as far as in Google's eyes, as far as the strength of your website. So that's something that you want to change, and that it gets done with the backlink. So the way I approach the site is content is number one. Got to get the content right. It has to where you have keywords in it. It needs to be keyword rich. It needs to at least be 1,500 words minimum. It's likely going to be a few more words than that. Getting that content on your site so people Google can crawl you and actually start pushing you up for when somebody searches for some remodeling in your area. There's what you want to happen. The second thing about this is backlinks. So these are other websites that are going to refer to yours and push some power to it. That's what powers up that DR and that UR ranking. That power comes from other websites. It might be a blog post talking about remodeling or some sort of home building or a product or something like that that links back to your site, and it passes a little power back to you from that link. And that link may have remodel or remodeling contractor, Kalispell, or something like that in the actual link. And so that might be one of the keywords on your page that it links to. So that's sort of how that works. The third piece of this is called citation. So this is getting your website and your business listed on these online directories. Making sure your name, address, and phone number matches your Google business profile. That's what's going to rank up in the map section. But these citations are really important to get you on as many online directories because we're trying to build a big footprint for people to find you and for Google to see you as an authority in the area. Now, looking at some of the other websites that are in the search, pulling up for that, the CRS renovations, they've got some decent images on here. Again, not a lot of content. They've got a couple of reviews, which is good. I know you've got one review on there. They do have some service pages, which starts to give them a little bit of content for kitchen remodel or a contractor in Kalispell. That's what they're trying to pick up for the keyword right there. This is another keyword that they're trying to get picked up for. There's just not a lot of search volume for that. And looking at their website, not much stronger, but it is a little bit stronger than yours. They've got a few more referring domains from these backlinks, but they're getting picked up for 4 keywords. Again, not very much, but they are getting 35 traffic on that a month, where you guys are getting 0 traffic. So that's something that you just want to pay attention to, and that's what I'm looking at is like, how can we get a little bit more traffic to your site? I can actually dig into like what pages are actually getting the traffic, and their home page is getting 35 of those traffic coming to it, where these other pages are not. So renovation contractors near me is what's popping up for them, and there's some good volume on that. Now, looking at another company, this Lost Creek, got some little bit better on the images, a little bit more images, I guess I would say, not necessarily better, but just a little bit more content. And that's just one thing that you need to provide for sure. They've got theirs broken down into interior and exterior remodeling. They do siding, roofing, just all kinds of different services, which you may not do. But you want to be found for the services that you are providing, if it's bathroom remodeling or basement finishing or whatever that is. And just build a big enough, robust enough website so that you've got some content out there, again, so people can find you. Google can crawl and find you. Looking at their metrics, a little bit stronger, 1.6 and 15. But even though they're not as strong, or even though their website overall is stronger than this CRS company, they don't have the backlinks going to the right keywords, and so that's why they're ranking less on some of those keywords. Looking at their keywords, they're doing a lot of roofing, window replacement, roofers in Kalispell, roofing contractors. So some different services than what you guys are doing are popping up in their keywords. So you want to be ranked for the right keywords. You don't want to be ranked for a whole bunch of erroneous keywords that for services you don't provide. But that's going to come in the content that you actually have. And just looking at just generally Montana remodel, home remodel in Montana. This is all over the whole state. The search volume is only 10. Montana caliber, that doesn't make any sense. Kitchen remodel Montana, 0 to 10. So people just search for this in a little bit different way, and there's just not a ton of search volume going on. It's probably more of home remodeler near me or contractor near me type of general keywords. Those are more national keywords instead of just tying it to Montana. But just wanted to show you what that looks like. I try to search this a lot of different ways. If you do remodel contractors in Kalispell, you've got this artisan roof and ice dam removal popping up, but they're running ads. Mission Mountain Contractors, Elm, and then Finmark. So we can rank you in this Google business section here as well by doing some of the optimizations that we do in your Google business profile. And yeah, just want to, they're competing against Howes. There's that Lost Creek again, this Elm. So they're taking the top 3 or 4 spots for any kind of remodeling keywords and such. If you want to be at the top, so the strategy that I would do would be this. I would get your content on your website correct, do a little keyword research, figure out what that is. And we do all of that content creation and all of that. So get that right. Build a few backlinks to some of those keywords. So we start to rank in the organic section. And then I would also just make sure that your services are all outlined very well, and we might create some actual pages on some of those services. And then the other thing that I would do would be, have some drop down there. But then the other thing that I would do is I think I would run the Google Ads and see how that could perform for you just throughout the month, so that you're really targeting, you're getting to the top immediately. Your competition is not really running ads right now, and I think you could run some really good ad campaigns, really tight on some specific keywords, and do really well by just generating some new leads for you coming in that way. That's the approach that I would take based on just this search volume alone that I see. It is worth going after and going ahead and updating your site and getting some content on there that's applicable for those keywords. But the approach that I would take would be do that and run some ads and start to bring in some business for you guys. But if you have any questions, please reach out. Hope this was helpful. Again, content, backlinks, citations, running PPC campaigns on Google. I can help you with any of that and really get some leads coming in your way. Thanks.